What up, world? It's your man Sean Alvarez, foodiloveToEat.com, DJSeanAlvarez.com. I'd like to welcome you to this edition of Beats and Eats, where we feature dope beats, good eats, and good drinks. Joining us today are two very special guests, Roku Gin and Flor del Desierto Sotol. Roku Gin is a Japanese craft gin brought to us by Suntory. If you're familiar with Japanese whiskey, then you're likely familiar with Suntory, as they are the makers of Hibiki Harmony and Toki, as well as a few other whiskeys that they produce and manufacture. If you're familiar with the Suntory brand, you know that their name is synonymous with quality. To the right side of the screen is Flor del Desierto Sotol. If you're not familiar with what a Sotol is, it's the cousin of mezcal and tequila. Tastes somewhat similar to a mezcal. The difference between them is mezcal and tequila derive from the agave plant, and Sotol derives from Dasylirium. Take a look at the bottle right here. Also known as Desert Spoon. It's a nice looking bottle. Actually, both of those bottles are nice. So with these two spirits, or with most spirits, I typically like to sip them neat. I know when a lot of people hear tequila, they want to do shots. And this is not something that you would shoot. We're referring to the Sotol in regards to this. This is not something you want to do shots with. You typically want to sip on it slowly and just sit back and enjoy the flavors. With the Roku Gin, or with gin in general, I like to sip it neat. Depending on how warm it is outside or how harsh it is, I may throw an ice cube in it. But overall, I do like to sip neat. So the Roku Gin, this was recommended to me last year by a friend. I'm just now getting around to tasting it. As you may or may not know, I am a huge fan of gin. So it's not very often that I venture out and stray away from the brands that I'm typically loyal to, in terms of at least buying a bottle. This is something that I normally would taste at a bar before I would purchase the entire bottle, as I do with most spirits. But being that this came with such strong recommendation, I had to taste it and give it a try. So we'll see if it can fit into the rotation. Let's give it a taste, see what it smells like first. Get a whiff of the aromatics. That's tasty. So what captures my attention first is has a nice hint of dryness. Also, the juniper and the other botanicals, as you can see, 6 unique Japanese botanicals. The flavors are very fresh, very vibrant, and somewhat bright, but not too bright. Very good balance of flavors here, but the thing that captures my attention the most is how smooth this is. I totally was not expecting it to be this smooth, especially for the price point. I am in awe of how smooth this is. Very good stuff. Definitely going to be included in the rotation. And yeah, I'll be having this again very soon. So moving on to Flor del Desierto Sotol. Gonna get a nice little taste of this. But just like the gin, we're going to get a whiff of the aromatics first, and then we're gonna see what it tastes like. Tasty. Smells good and tastes good. Nice hint of smokiness. With this one, with the Sotol, I kind of switched it around in my mouth a little bit just to get a better idea of the flavors, because I've had this before and I know it tastes really good. So with this one, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. As I said, the flavors are smooth, or the flavors are smoky. Has nice floral aspects jumping off, and as I just mentioned, it's smooth. So I usually have this when I go out to a restaurant, if that particular restaurant or bar carries it, and I'm in the mood for something similar to a mezcal. This, however, is the first time that I've actually bought the bottle. I feel it's adequately priced. Some people may feel it's a tad bit on the pricey side. $60, $59.99 to be exact, is what I paid for it at Benny's. I strongly recommend it, and I'm glad that I bought it. As you all know, you do have to pay for quality, especially when it comes to mezcal, tequila, and Sotol in this particular instance. The higher priced ones are typically going to be of a much better quality. Not all the time, but generally that's what you will find, is some of the more expensive ones will definitely present a higher grade of quality. So once again, I am glad that I bought the bottle, and I recommend that you check it out. So the Roku Gin, this one nothing but a come up. $21.99 on sale at Benny's. Regularly priced at $25.99. And I tell you, you are not going to get anything this smooth and this flavorful, with such a great balance of flavors between the botanicals, the dryness, and once again the smoothness. So I strongly recommend both of these spirits. They're both very dope. What else is dope is this music we're listening to. This is a cut by Hajime Yoshizawa entitled I Am With You. Coincidentally, it is a fusion of Japan and Latin America. I will be putting it on the mix that I'll be doing after this review, so you can go to DJ Sean Alvarez or SoundCloud.com, DJSeanAlvarez.com, or SoundCloud.com/Sean Alvarez to check it out. As always, please visit FoodILoveToEat.com for the best and most authentic food and beverage reviews. This concludes our episode of Beats and Eats. Until next time, be safe, be peaceful, and thank you for tuning in.